Hello guys, I'm going to discuss today how to prevent CPU from overheating. Why it's important? Because see, overheating of the CPU can cause it can cause by the temperature problem. It's definitely a bad sign. Just because it can destroy the processor and can cause your hardware of the operating system to be, it can also damage your hardware part of the operating system. See, the ideal temperature of the processor depends on the PC brands and the model type. What model you have and which PC brand you have. There's your Lenovo, HP, or the Compaq, or HCL, Sony. It depends on the brand and also the model type. But one should be aware of to avoid the problem because it can be found in several ways like accessing BIOS setup or using software like CoreTemp, right? So now if you're if you're getting a CPU that is overheating, this video will help you how you can reduce the CPU overheating so that it should not make any damages to your operating system or to like any part of your computer. So the best part, an improved airflow can help with an overheating CPU. Mean to say, if you want to your CPU to work properly, make sure that uh, you should maximize air circulation. I mean to say, always ensure that fresh external air is directed towards the components with the high temperature, for example like CPU, graphics card and all, and that the air from the hot components is vented outside the case. And one thing you can also do, like you can just try to remove dust from the system. It will also can improve your airflow between the components, right? So now if I talk about how to check the temperature of your processor, there is a software which is called temp. You can go to the dear official website here, and you can download. You can see it's a www.alcpu.com core temp, right? And once you will go to the website, on the middle you can see the download option. So click on this download option, and file will be downloaded. And once you will install that the software, it will give you this interface. You can see core temp 1.11, right? It's giving you here all the information that what is the temperature is going on, and how much load it's taking here. It will once you will like the best feature of this software is that go to the option. You will get several drop down menus, and go to the you will get the overheating protection settings. Once you will click on that, it will give you an option to control your system by overheating your operating system. You can see here enable overheat protection, right? And it's automatic by default is giving here that only notify when critical temperature is reached, right? So once your operating system will reach to the maximum level of temperature or the critical level of temperature, it will notify you. Then after you can just use your own ways to overcome the heat problem so that you can save your computer. uh, I would also suggest you to use this fan cooling for the laptops or the computers. Okay, this is the best way you can keep the temperature constant. Because now if I talk about the values, what should be the values for the different computers, I have categorized here. You can see it's if I talk about the Pentium 4 processor, it should be 60 to 65 degrees Celsius. And if I talk about the core processors like a dual core processor and all, it should range between 50 to 65 degrees Celsius. And if I talk about the other processor like generation processor, which is i3, i5, i7, it should go up to 70%. And the last, which is the laptop who have tolerate up to the about, like, this is a laptop who can tolerate up to the 100 degrees Celsius, which is the i3, i5 and i7, right? But make sure that it should not go beyond the temperature limit, which you can see over here. So it should be the maximum limit of temperature. So there are some, like, these all are the basic way you can use to prevent your computer from the overheating. First option, you can use the fan cooling. Second option, to make sure that there should be no any dust in the operating system. In your computer, I'm sorry. And if you want to control, or if you want to measure that whether your operating system is working fine or not, or whether it's overheating or not, you can use this temperature controller. You can also check here, you can see 61 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius is the temperature of my CPU right now. You can see here by yourself, right? So these are the way how you can prevent your the CPU by overheating. So if you think that this video is useful, please like the video and subscribe the channel for the latest updates, and do share to the other peoples as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.